Hello and welcome to Tuesday's NCCT MOA Prep. I don't want to say NCCT again, all the acronyms. So we did 1 through 25 last week, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so I asked you guys to work on 26 through 75. Did you guys get an opportunity to do that? Did you put a star by any of them that were particularly difficult for you, or no? Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is how I think that we're going to handle this, is I'm actually going to just give you the answers and let you mark yourself correct, or, if it's correct or wrong. And then whichever ones you got wrong, we can talk about them. How about that?
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
All right. So number 26 is C. 27, C. 28 is B. 29 is D. 30 is A. 31 is A. 32 is A. Okay, guys, all the way from 32 to 48 is all A.
Courtney, seems like you had a couple of wrong.
Well, here's the thing. If I would have been doing this and I didn't have the answer key and I thought it was all A, I would have said I'm wrong somewhere, but it's not. So 30.
You're on mute, Courtney. She's on mute.
I didn't realize that when I was looking at it that they were all A. I was like,
yeah.
Wow.
So let me say it again. 30 through 50 are all A. 30 through 50 are all A.
So did everyone have all A's from 30 through 50?
Yes, ma'am.
Trish is going. It's all right. We go back through them. It's okay. That's what this is for. Now is the right time to get it wrong, guys. Now is the right time to get it wrong. Okay, so number 51 is D. 52 is B. 53 is B. 54 is D. 55 is A. 56 is C. 57 is B. 58 is C. 59 is C. 60 is false. 61 is true. 62 is true. If you put B or A, 60 will be B, 61 is A, and 62 is A. Because it's either true or false or A or B. So,
Yeah, I was kind of confused. I was like, wait a minute, I don't have false but I have letters though.
yeah, okay, so 60 is B, 61 is A, 62 is A. 63 is A. Hi, Ramona. 64 is B. 65 is C. 66 is B. 67 is D. 68 is C. 69 is C. 70 is C. 71 is C. 72 is A. 73 is B. Hang on, y'all. 74 is A. And 75 is C. Did anybody make 100?
I can honestly say I think I made a D.
That's
A
okay.
D is good, Courtney, so you know what you have to review.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, reading these questions, some of them I was like, I didn't know the answer. So I do not want you to feel like, well, should I know this? Some of this stuff is a little crazy, right? Some of it's completely in left field, but thank goodness they give us the study packet. So if they ask us one of those questions, we're going to know the answer because we have
Exactly. Like I can probably say that a few of our students probably don't even know what an IBM computer is. And they had a question in there about an IBM computer. In fact, it's question 62. And I'm like, wait, did IBMs have that?
Let me look at 62.
it says telephone number files of business suppliers or other physicians are maintained on a rotary file card. Physician offices that have IBM compatible computers with Windows have a built-in card file for entry of such data. I don't think any student that was born after the year 2000 knows what an IBM computer is.
Right. But, and you're right, that's an outdated question. 100% agree. But here's what you got to think about, whether it's an IBM computer or if it's a brand new Dell, like I got sitting in front of me that Unitech provided, thank goodness.
Yeah.
There's going to be a system in there that has a file card holder. So
Yeah.
in the bigger picture, I'm with you, girl. I haven't heard of an IBM
Well,
computer in quite a long time.
Exactly. And the thing is that it only says IBM compatible computers. So hopefully, you know how we're supposed to watch our words, that they would know, yeah, that is a computer.
Mhm.
But nobody know. I mean, those were outdated way before the internet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, I'm outdated too, Courtney.
I know, man. Oh,
I'm so outdated that I don't know what an IBM computer is. And
right.
it's
I
not
remember
to be
what.
confused with IBS,
No.
which we
Yeah,
will
I
learn
do
about
not-
in ICD-10 coding.
Again,
I do
Yes.
not know what an IBM computer is.
you don't know what that is, Marie? Oh yeah, you're a little bit younger than me.
I'm
That's what you
84.
played Oregon Trail on. It would be green and gray.
Exactly. Okay, good. There's a couple
Say it
people that know
again.
what it is.
Say that again.
Your green letters and numbers on the screen with the gray background. Just that.
Yeah.
Jane,
Oh,
Oregon Trail, like who played in
Oh,
school.
Oregon Trail. So that would be your IBM with the floppy
Yeah.
disk.
But I
okay.
know like kids that are like in their 20s, and I know we have a few students that are in their 20s, do not know what that is. I think
No,
when
my
we
kids-
say Oregon Trail, they're still kind of like, wait, what?
Whenever they see like a picture of them when they were like little bitty, like when my oldest son was small, he's 26 now, and they see the computer that he played only solitaire on because it took so long for dial up to dial up, he could not get it.
Right?
So if it was within business hours, you were not getting on the computer, but you remember the sound to try to get.
Right.
All
Well,
right.
that's why this
Oh, that's
packet is so
about like-
important. You know, the packet is so important, this study guide, because these are the questions that you're going to most likely have. So it's good to be able to review and practice to know and understand, you know, this is going to be on your certification exam.
Well,
Yeah.
and you're also going to be able to think, okay, so I got to think out of the box a little bit. So
Mhm.
I don't know
Right.
what this is, but let me look at everything else and figure out the answer, you know, with the other information. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and critical thinking is so important. Break it down and think about it critically. Okay, so what is another one that we need to go over? Does anybody have a particular one that they just, it's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't. I don't want to pressure you into having an issue if you don't. Let me see if I can find. All right, since that is the case, I am going to ask some review questions from the information last week. And then if you guys feel up to it, we'll go ahead and finish out this packet together today. And then next week, we'll start a new chapter in the packet. All right, so I'm trying to decide which one, I'm sorry. When greeting returning patients, you should remember your professional attitude. And when you are busy on the phone, greet them with a smile, but never keep them waiting more than 30 minutes. That's number 18.
Sure.
It's true, but do we really agree with allowing a patient to wait 30 minutes? We don't want to wait
No.
30 minutes. Sometimes
Right.
unavoidable, but you know, usually it's 15-20 minutes is what the updated is. But you know, if they get mad because they have to wait, what is your job?
To calm them down first.
Courtney, why do I have to keep waiting? I'm the only one sitting in the waiting room. What's the holdup? Do you know what the famous answer is? They have your chart, ma'am, as soon you're next in line. Have you ever been told that? They have your chart
Yeah.
next in line. You know,
And 3 other people go ahead.
Yes,
in
right?
other
Three
words,
people that walked in after you.
yeah, in other
Oh, yeah, that's
words,
right.
your chart is somewhere and they go home and come and get you when they get ready to, and the front desk receptionist can't do anything about it except make the patient happy. And the way that we can make a patient happy is to stay calm and friendly and say, I'm so sorry. I know waiting is very inconvenient, but I promise they're getting to you as quick as they can.
Or
You're
the
like,
doctor's really not even in yet.
I've had that happen to me.
or you've been waiting for an hour and they come out and say, the doctor's had an emergency. He's in surgery and he cannot see you today. We need to reschedule you.
And then you go eat breakfast and he's out eating breakfast.
Yeah. All right. So that was true. Let's see. Communication through correspondence should be done on quality stationery. The standard size being,
8.5 by 11.
do we agree?
Yes.
It is 8.5 by 11. I love that we know that right off the top of our head, because I'm telling you, I would have never, this was the first time that I've learned that last week. Life-threatening emergencies such as poisonings, heart attacks, or auto accidents. What's an audio accident? Auto accidents should best be handled by calling the police and ambulance. The physician will not have to be notified immediately.
False.
False.
That is definitely false. That is definitely false. All right, so who wants to move on to the next 25? So
Everybody, nobody raised their hand.
Wait, oh,
You knock it out real quick.
my hand. I
Can you
forgot.
Can you screen share the packet? I don't have one.
I absolutely will. Give me just a minute to get organized.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, because I don't have a package. Also, I'm just listening and writing stuff
You're
down.
fired. That's it. You're fired.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's you don't have it in the gray area of your thing.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they
Um,
wouldn't be able to see.
Can y'all see it now?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
I even enlarged it this week. Last week I was going, and I have it in paper form, and I was trying to read it off both, and I couldn't see either one. We're not going to talk about that though. Okay.
Courtney, look, Courtney is so funny. Courtney said, I guess Courtney said, I say every day about the gray tab, huh?
Right?
If you can't find it, go to the gray tab. It's like, it's where
That's
everything
exactly
goes to
it.
die. I call it the little gray graveyard. It's where everything is and everything.
Everything dies there.
Yeah. Okay, so number 76 says a physician's net worth is also referred to as the physician's net accounts, liabilities, assets, or financials.
Financials?
No,
His assets.
it's assets.
It's assets. Yeah.
It's just a different way of saying how much he's worth. Have you ever
Mhm.
Googled how much you're worth on the internet?
Zero.
I have not. I don't want to know.
I might be scared what I find out.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't want to know.
Might
Okay,
hurt my feelings.
real bad. Okay, number 77. An employer's quarterly federal tax return form is, and we should all know this, 1040, W-2, W-4, or 941.
W-2. Wait, what was it?
No, a physician's quarterly tax return form. I was being sarcastic, by the way.
No, it says
941.
employer.
It's a 941. When would we ever know that? Never, but we do now, right? The
You
doctors.
know what they supposed, hey, we know now.
That's right. We know now. So the employer's quarterly federal tax return form is a 941. Number 78, an employee must obtain a social security number, which is assigned by the city
Federal
government.
government. Sorry, my bad. Thank you.
Don't make me mute you, Courtney.
I'm muting myself. What you talking about?
The answer is D, federal government. An employee must obtain a social security number, which is assigned by the federal government. Okay, number 79. An employee's social security number is assigned for a period of 10, 20, 50, or life.
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 Life, yes, it is for life. See, some of these are actually like, yeah, I know that.
It's common sense.
Okay, number 80. The physician is required to give the employee a W-2 form on or before February 5th, June 1st, January 1st, or January 31st.
D.
D.
January
31st.
31st.
Yay, that's right. D, January 31st. 81. A fraudulent signature is called endorsement, forgery, maker, bearer.
B.
Forger.
B, forgery.
Forgery, right, great. Number 82. In banking, a deposit or addition to a bank account is called a debit, credit, checking account, or note. When you
B,
make a
credit.
deposit, is it a
B,
credit to your,
credit.
that's right, it's a credit to your account, right?
Yeah.
We look forward to them credits. Number 83, a signature on the reverse side of a check is called kiting, endorsement, reconciliation, signature card.
B, endorsement.
B, endorsement. Julia, don't we know about endorsing some checks? Now it's all electronic, but I can remember signing my husband's name to his paycheck so I could put it in the bank.
Exactly, because sometimes I
still
still
do
do
that.
that.
And that
I
was
still do my
forgery.
husband's name.
That's
Forgery on endorsement.
Yeah, forgery on endorsement.
Yeah,
There you
Julia.
go.
Yeah, you got to, we getting double
Julia,
charged.
we have you on candid camera.
Okay, number 84, a form to itemize deposits made to savings or checking account is called a deposit slip, a money order, check guarantee, or none of the above.
A deposit
A
slip.
deposit slip.
A deposit slip. See, we're going old school, y'all.
Mhm.
Number 85, if a physician withdraws from a patient's case to prevent a malpractice claim, you should use mailgram, return receipt in unrestricted mail, special handling, or metered mail.
B.
B.
Return receipt and restricted mail.
Miranda, you remember we had that?
Yes, ma'am.
So that would be like a certified letter.
Yeah, it's another name for a certified letter.
Okay.
Number 86, producing additional copies of output is called reprographics, data processing, boilerplating, or formatting.
A reprographics.
How did you know that?
I'll be honest, I Googled it.
Because I'm telling you, I had no idea. I was like,
I Googled it.
yay, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Did all of you guys do the rest of these, or did you stop at 75?
I stopped at 75.
Okay, well, then we'll keep reading through them then.
Yeah, because I just went ahead and done all 100. Okay.
Overachiever.
I need to, I'm behind. I need to overachieve.
87. A graphic illustration of the heart's activity is called a urinalistic, electrocardiogram, a cardiac gram, or a laboratory report.
I don't want to answer it all by myself.
Okay, a graphic
Illusion.
illustration of heart activity.
Or
B.
electrocardiogram.
B, electrocardiogram. These are, Crystal, some of these questions, I'm like, where did that come from? You know,
But
it's
the keyword, the keyword for that one was graphic.
yeah.
Mhm. But I guess working in the doctor's office, I kind of knew some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And guys,
'cause I
we
Googled
hear
that.
about so much stuff now when we go to the doctor. If you know, you need an echocardiogram or you need an EKG or all of those different things. Okay, so 88. The fastest class of postal service is priority, first class, express, or registered.
C.
Priority.
It's C, express.
Ooh.
Reminds me of the Pony Express, you know, way back in the Wild West where they delivered the mail.
Yeah.
So if you can't remember that, just remember we talked about the Pony Express. And so there you go. Number 89, newspapers and periodicals should be sent Third class mail, fourth class mail, second class mail, or special handling?
See,
C.
Right. Second class
Mm-mm.
mail.
I ain't never heard of fourth class mail. Cause I never heard of fourth class mail. That's what I was like. I never saw that at the post office, so.
Yeah,
Like-
well, just remember it's second class. If you need a record of delivery of no insured value, use registered mail, certified mail, mailgram, or metered mail.
Probably certified.
That's right, Chase, certified. There you go, Chase. Get above, get in between all these women. They
I
don't,
was
they don't need to
wondering
be
why
the
Chase
only
was so
one.
quiet.
I've
Chase
been
was so-
speaking the whole time,
And you've
but
been on
I
mute.
actually had myself muted this way and not on the Zoom.
Look, I was
So,
wondering why Chase was so quiet today.
so hi, ladies.
Hi,
Hi,
we in trouble now.
Okay, so we're gonna move to number 91. Mail of monetary value to be guaranteed against loss or damage is certified, special delivery, registered, or we have two special deliveries on there.
Mhm.
So
See, registered.
Registered mail.
it's C, registered mail.
Yeah, cause it's being registered. It's meaning could keep eye on it and track it.
Yep, that's right. 92, immediate delivery by post office messenger to prescribed locations is called mailogram, certified mail, special delivery, and special handling. So let's talk
See.
about immediate delivery.
Delivery, special.
It's D. Delivery
D
is your
special-
keyword there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Immediate delivery, special delivery.
So it's C.
Yes,
C.
it's C.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
93, when third and fourth class packages move with first class mail use, it's COD, cash on delivery, in case you didn't know that. Special delivery, special handling, or registered mail.
Special handling.
I
It
think
is
it's special handling.
Yeah, because it's a package, right?
Mm. And when they say move with first class mail, is the
Right.
way it's been handled.
So can you guys see that even though sometimes you don't know the answer, if you kind of look at the hints in the actual sentence, it helps.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're on number 94. A special system of communication by telephone and computer hookup using voices instead of typed messages is called voicemail, fax machine, dictation, or modem.
Voicemail.
Do we even check our voicemails anymore? No, you better text me, 'cause I'm
No.
not gonna check that full voicemail. I'm not.
My voicemail comes to dictation.
Love it, Courtney. Love it. Oop. So, number 95, a photographic process where documents are miniaturized and stored on a magnetic film or card is called reprographics, micrographics, photo reprinting, and data shrinking. I know this answer.
Should be B, right?
Yes, B, micro.
Micrographics.
Do you
Yeah,
guys
B.
remember when you were in school and you went to the library and you looked at the microfiche on
Yeah,
the in the library?
they were so
Yeah.
fun.
How long ago was that?
Wait, Chase, how old are you?
I'm 31.
You may not remember.
No, he's making a dig at how old I am. That's
Oh, when you say
That was
micrographic
like
fish,
35
I'm-
years ago, Chase.
I'm still trying to see what I don't know what the
that
micrographic
was- I
fish
think-
is because I'm
When I was
in
in
our
s-
library and never.
the only thing I did at the library was read books. I don't know anything about no fish.
Yeah, that's why I
You
say
didn't go
I
in the
never
cool
seen no
rooms and look at all
micrographic
that
fish.
stuff?
No, I don't think our
No.
libraries had that cool stuff.
Oh, yeah, they did. They still do too.
Yep, love it. If I
Mm.
wouldn't have been an instructor, I would have, my dream job would have been to be a librarian because I'm just a big old nerd. Okay, so 96. An overnight telegram allows 100 words, and the cost compared to a regular telegram is more expensive, less expensive, the same price, or none of the above.
A?
How are we supposed to know?
It's B, less expensive.
Less expensive?
It was telegram.
We don't know what the price of the cost is.
I'm really gonna have to talk to April about this, Crystal, because I think this is very outdated.
Was this like 1999?
All I'm saying is it said overnight and a regular telegram is not overnight. So to be overnight, it should be more expensive. That's all I'm saying. If I can get some overnighted for 100 words and it's less expensive, that's all I'm doing.
Heck yeah.
Well, you
get
don't really need to do that anymore. You can just send a text message.
Right.
I
Okay,
think
so
this
number
test needs to be
97.
updated.
Yeah. The organization and interpretation of data into a meaningful form with the computer is called data processing, word processing, dictation, or reprographics. It's A, data processing.
Oh, I was muted and I had to answer.
That's the process.
Okay, number 98. A machine that is able to scan characters on a document and convert them into electronic impulses that a computer can understand is called A, word processor, B, disk drive, C, optical character reader, or D, data processor.
C.
D.
Data
It-
processor.
It's C, optical characteristic. Let's see.
It's got to scan the characters.
Instead of saying a scanner, it's saying the long word.
Right.
Exactly.
All right.
They knew that we would get that one.
Number 99, the last item in a medical report containing references for all materials cited in the body are used in the research is called the dictionary, fundamentals, bibliography, or formatting close.
Bibliography.
It's the bibliography. Boy, that's a word I haven't heard in a
Wow.
long time.
I know, I was just thinking that.
I love it. I love it. It's bringing me back to my elementary school days. Number 100, a complete record of a day's financial activity is called ledger card, daily log, super bill, America Banking Association sheet.
Here we
Daily
go.
log?
A daily log.
It's a daily log.
I'm telling you, we're gonna have to give these youngins we're gonna have to give them a history test, or not a history test, a history review.
Girl, I'm telling you. All right, so that finishes up for us this week. Let's talk about what we're going to do next week. We're moving into chapter 2, which is my favorite. It's medical terminology. So I'm trying to see how many we have. Holy mackerel. There's 126.
Yes,
in
this is the
medical
one I was telling
terminology.
you about, Marcia.
So what do you guys think feasibly you can do till next week that would be comfortable for you? How many? Except for Courtney, I'm going to make her do all 126.
50.
Oh, Courtney.
50?
Actually, I will not be at next week's because I will be under anesthesia. I have to have surgery.
Oh, well, we will remember you next Tuesday.
Unless y'all want me to get on a little loopy.
Well, what's the difference?
I'm actually liable to be a little bit more loopier, but falling asleep.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm just picking with you, but you
Just
walked
take
right
the
into
day
that.
off.
You opened the door. I had to walk.
I did. I opened it wide too.
That's
It's
right.
about to hit me in the butt.
So next week, we're going to work on chapter 2, medical terminology, number 1 through 50. So if you'll just have your answers ready, we'll go through the answers and then we'll do the next 25 together. That seemed like it worked really well this week. So
Mhm.
any questions, any comments?
I know you just said it, but you said 50, do 1
Yeah.
through 50?
1
Okay.
through 50. Okay, did you guys learn something? Did you enjoy it? This is fun to me. I love it.
The time travel back to the 80s